Ken, where have you been? Working out, making food, and then sleeping with whatever little free time I have left. It has been a busy one as of late. Kind of got lucky that my busy season for work didn't start until after that final show in early June. Whereas in prep for bodybuilding, we were doing about, I'd say, honestly, we were probably doing about 45-hour work weeks on average. But now in the heat of things in July and going into August, even into September, I'm thinking we're going to be doing 50 plus, sometimes 60 or more. So kind of been busy with that, which has led to me, you know, putting YouTube on the back end of things, because I mean, I really don't post here. Also, you know, bodybuilding, once that final show ended, just haven't really had much to talk about. Like, you know, I was always talking about, you know, what's the next thing, you know, what's gonna happen for the next show. Like, now we're just in the bulk. It's just wake up, eat, work out, eat again, eat some more, eat a lot, and go to sleep. And I repeat that same day, 7 days a week. Unless I get, you know, my 1 to 2 days off on the weekends. But recently we've been doing 6 days a week, so for working. But I guess, you know, I might as well hop on and make a quick YouTube video on kind of like my future outlook for the year, my plans with bodybuilding, my life, you know, content creation. Because my goal here is to compete next year, but we're gonna move out of men's physique and go with classic physique, because I do have the classic physique shape, but as I've stated before, I do not have the classic physique size. So we're gonna see how much mass we can put on during the next 6 to 7 months bulking. In the next 2 weeks, I'll be moving out of my apartment and I will be moving back in with my parents. Now you might ask yourself, why at the ripe age of 28 am I moving back in with my parents? It's a temporary decision because next year I plan to buy a house. And there's no point at this point in the year to renew a lease for a year to be then stuck in a lease for an apartment again for another 12 months just to get out of it in August of next year, and then also have spent another $12,000 plus in rent, when that's $12,000 I could be saving towards a down payment on a house. And so it's really just a financial decision. It's a temporary move for a greater purpose is the way I see it. And my parents, they love me, they miss me, and they're like, oh, just come home for the time being. So it's like, I don't want to do it, but I know it's necessary, which is why I'm doing that. So that's fun. Next month, I'm buying a brand new 2026 Mustang. Been wanting to buy a car like that since high school, but you know, as much as I love my car now, it's time to move on. The 2016 Fusion, we definitely need an upgrade. Like, I love this car, it's so reliable, but it's time for an upgrade. Why buy a Mustang? I drive trucks, machines, and everything at work. I need something fun outside of work, so why not buy something fast? So we're gonna buy a brand new 2026 Mustang next month. Got that to look forward to. And part of the reason I made the decision to do that is because it's like, well, you're gonna buy a Mustang and that's your only car and living in Michigan? And it's like, yeah, like I'm gonna drive it. Hopefully I can drive it as deep into the winter as I can. I'm hoping to, which is hopefully I can get through December with it, because usually the snow doesn't really hit here till January, February. And then possibly, there's gonna be two things that could happen come January, February. Come end of December, January, February. One, I just stay in Michigan and I buy a beater truck and drive that during the winter, and I winterize my Mustang. But two, there's a potential I might move back to Phoenix temporary at the end of December and stay there till the first week, second week of March, before coming back to Michigan for my new work season that would be starting. And I kind of want to do that and then just do a full deep dive while I'm living out in Phoenix on content creation during my off season from work. I mean, I lived in Phoenix for 5 months from December of 21 to April of 22. I loved it, but due to work, I ended up moving back to Chicago before moving back to Michigan. And I've always wanted to go back, and this winter I'll have an opportunity to go back, and I think I'm going to take it and go back for temporary for 2 to 3 months. A lot of big things happening moving forward, and then come back to Michigan in March, work, prep for a bodybuilding show, hopefully do a show in May and June of next year, and then 2027, before you know it, we'll be halfway over. It's like I have a year outlook already, and I'm like freaking out thinking, oh my god, it's almost 2027. But it's like we got 2026. We got 6 more months to enjoy here. Well, 5.5. Anyways, it's Sunday. I'm heading to the gym right now to do my active rest day. I have 2 active rest days, which are technically my off days from lifting. I lift 5 days a week with 2 active rest days, and my active rest days are calves, abs, and light cardio if I want to do it. So I figured I'll take you guys along with what I do for that, and that'll be the video. I don't know what I'm going to title it. Future plans 2026 going into 2027, something like that. I don't know, I'll figure it out. So next time you see me, we will be in the gym. So my active rest days, I have 2 of them a week outside of my other 5 days of lifting, and they consist of abs, calves, and cardio. We're in the off season now, so the cardio isn't as tense, which is nice, but still hitting the abs and calves heavy because I'm trying to make sure those look great. Because one thing I do need to have better of, abs. They are terrible. I mean, I had pretty good upper abs, but my lower abs were just, we're not gonna talk about those. For calves, I'll do the standing calf raise machine, which is back, yeah, you can't even see it, but it's back in that corner over there. I'll do 5 sets of 20, so 100 total. Go slow, hold the movement at the top. For abs, I'll do dead hangs 4x10, but I've been trying to up those recently. I'll do dead hangs 4x10. I'll tuck my knees to my chest to really get the lower abs rather than doing like a full leg raise. I do crunches 5x20 on an incline. I'm tired, it's 8 a.m. And then sometimes I'll throw in some leg lifts, flutter kicks, depending on how I'm feeling. But that's it, I'm gonna get into it. Nothing crazy. I mean, I'll probably be here an hour. Sometimes I really space out the rest in between it and stay here for 2 just because I have nothing to do on Sundays. But we'll see what I do for today. It is a beautiful day outside, actually, but that is it. That is all I am doing today for my abs, calves, and cardio. It's, what time is it, like 9? Let's see if my car will show me. It's 9:22. I got here at 8, so about an hour and 20 minutes in there. I did spend a good 20 to 30 minutes doing cardio editing this video, just light incline speed 3. So when I get home, I'm gonna create a thumbnail for this and then post this. And then I have a family reunion to go to today at noon, so that'll be fun. And then I got my rec league softball games tonight, since I play those second half of summer. So it gives me a sport to compete in, just to fill the gap between bodybuilding and football season in the fall. And then before I know it, I'll be going to bed, and it's a new week starting tomorrow morning. So let's get after it. That's it for the video.